The show follows the transformation of an ordinary individual who was transported to another world and surprisingly built a strong team that could challenge an entire nation. Initially, people perceived him as insignificant. However, he revealed himself to be a most powerful hero, humbly pretending to be ordinary and quickly formed a supportive group. Previously, Alan was the strongest hero, but he grew weary of constantly rescuing others, so when faced with death, he wished to live a normal life in his next existence. His wish was granted when he awoke in his bedroom, where his sibling, who I'll refer to as Karen, informed him that their father requested their presence. His father, a noble, belittles him, calling him inadequate for remaining at level 1 and not possessing divine powers like other nobles. The father then disowns him, suggesting he work in the entertainment district after dressing in attire unbefitting his status. Alan departs the castle, unfazed, as he had been awaiting this opportunity to live a carefree life, unencumbered by the burdens of others. However, he discovers that he still retains his powers from his previous life. Just before he could explore, he heard a girlish scream in the distance. He finds two girls, Betty and Lisa, battling monsters. Betty, a skilled warrior, tries to defeat the creatures, but her efforts are hindered by their regenerative abilities. She urges Lisa to flee while she confronts the monsters. However, Lisa, overwhelmed by the situation, remains frozen in place, relying on Betty's valiant efforts to keep the creatures at bay. Alan observes from afar, recalling a past encounter where Lisa defended him from ridicule at a social gathering. This memory motivates him to assist her in this precarious situation. He decides to intervene, utilizing his unique abilities to turn the tide of the battle. Just as Betty the warrior falls to the ground, a monster attacks her, leaving her vulnerable. The creatures close in for the final blow. However, Alan channels his magical energy and swiftly intervenes, grasping the monster by the throat. Lisa warns him about triggering PETA, but Alan ignores the warning and defeats 3 monsters before leaping into the air to examine the remaining creature. He discovers a core within each monster and utilizes his special ability to summon ethereal swords, overwhelming the creatures and defeating them. The armored warrior, Betty, apologizes to Lisa for her earlier struggles and promises to improve her skills. Alan overhears the exchange and approaches the girls using his healing magic to restore their health completely. With a smile, he helps them up, and the trio shares a moment of gratitude and newfound camaraderie. This unexpected act of healing leaves them stunned, as everyone had assumed Alan was merely a peculiar individual with an unusual interest. However, he quickly fabricates a story, claiming he recently acquired this healing magic in a spiritual setting to treat his own ailments. Lisa is impressed by Alan's remarkable abilities and invites him to work in the royal capital, even offering a unique personal privilege. However, Alan declines, expressing his desire for a simple life free from fame and constant attention. He does promise to accompany Lisa on her journey through the countryside in search of the hero. After some time, they finally arrive at the village she was seeking, and to their surprise, is unusually peaceful, with no signs of monsters or danger lurking about. He inquires about Lisa's presence in the countryside, and she explains that while praying to a benevolent deity, she received a prophecy urging her to journey to a distant village and assist the hero in achieving their quest. Failure to do so would result in her kingdom being overrun by darkness and chaos. Accompanied by Betty, a skilled warrior, Lisa set out from the capital. Despite Betty's impressive abilities, she was unexpectedly defeated. Alan, however, chooses not to dwell on the matter and instead offers to repair their damaged wagon. As they explore the village, it initially appears deserted, but they soon come across a crowd gathered outside an old man's house where a girl is being expelled. This girl, Kira, the current hero, holds the powerful sword that once belonged to Alan in his previous life. Despite her unassuming appearance, she fails to recognize Lisa and invites her to lunch instead. Over a meal, Kira recounts how she encountered a young girl fleeing through the woods, claiming a dragon was pursuing her. Kira valiantly offered to slay the dragon but ended up defeating the girl in a nearby cave. Seeking more information, she entered the old man's house, only to be dismissed and kicked out due to her flat chest, being told he doesn't converse with girls who are as flat as the earth. Alan finds this situation perplexing and suspects that the villagers might be hiding something. He theorizes that they might be attempting to sacrifice the girl's life in exchange for protection from the dragon, which would explain the unusual absence of monsters in the area. This possibility raises Alan's concerns for the girl's safety and the villagers' true intentions. He decides to keep a close eye on the villagers and their actions, knowing that he must act quickly if his suspicions prove true. Meanwhile, Kira remains oblivious to the potential danger, focusing on her mission to slay the dragon. Alan's cautious gaze follows her, ready to intervene if necessary. This theory resonates with the group, and Kira decides to confront the dragon alone. Lisa committed to fulfilling the prophecy. Betty joins as well, loyal to Lisa and eager to support her. Alan, recognizing the potential danger, decides to accompany them, aware that the group's safety is crucial. As they ascend the hill, he prepares for any challenges ahead, ensuring his abilities are ready to protect them if needed. Kira confidently outlines a plan, proposing to confront the dragon head-on while the others circle around the mountain to attack from behind. Alan doubts her abilities and fears for her safety, but Kira asserts her strength, refusing his offer to take the lead. She teases him about his sword and promises to prove her skills in a sparring match after defeating the dragon. Alan recognizes the futility of arguing with Kira's determination and agrees to the plan. As they prepare to execute their strategy, Alan cannot help but feel apprehensive. He knows Kira's bravery may not be enough to overcome the dragon's power. He decides to stay close, ready to intervene if necessary. The group sets out, each member focused on their role. The fate of their quest hangs in the balance. Kira approaches the dragon, which promptly unleashes a massive flame attack. She narrowly dodges the blast and retaliates with a lightning strike, but her magic proves too weak, merely tickling the dragon. The beast laughs, revealing the captive girl and taunting Kira with insults. Enraged, Kira gathers her strength and launches a fierce, lightning-infused attack, striking the dragon with precision. But when she turns around, she finds the dragon completely unharmed. He laughs and slaps her into oblivion, rendering her completely incapacitated as she lies on the ground waiting for the dragon to finish her off. Luckily, Alan comes to her rescue and slashes one of the dragon's wings cleanly, knocking it to the ground. He then tells the useless trio to get out of the area while the dragon charges at him full speed, but Alan simply uses his magic attack to deal an area slash that hits the dragon and stops it in its tracks. The Red Dragon King, touted as the strongest dragon, flees in confusion. Alan seizes the opportunity, ready to strike the final blow, but the dragon suddenly turns back, threatening to harm the girls. Alan swiftly intervenes, slashing his sword and piercing the dragon's defenses. The dragon is defeated and the group celebrates their victory. Alan realizes that these companions need his protection and decides to postpone his retirement until Lisa's mission is complete. With the dragon defeated, the group continues their journey, grateful for Alan's timely intervention. Lisa's determination and Kira's bravery have proven invaluable. As they press on, Alan watches over them, ensuring their safety.